over to you, Brad.
All right, excitement building as it looks to be Ryan King. Ryan King's got a wonderful hole shot, so Bestfield Alpine Stars Honda, he leads at the front. Maddock Dixon, good start for Mad Dog, he's there. Jared Hannon, a good start as well, 3:21. Cody Griffiths gets an electric start. And a bit of drama for Flynn Watts. He's buried way back in the pack, so here's a bit of drama on the early stages. We're not sure what's happened to Curtis King either, so unfortunate stuff from Curtis. He's right at the back of the pack. James Scott is in about the top 5 or 6 going over the number 6 jump there at the moment, so he's handy to the pace. He needs to just get a top result. He's had the bad luck for Maddock Dixon and a first and second place to help him along his way to overall glory, but Mad Dog, Maddock Dixon wasting no time, getting out in front on the CML KTM. Absolutely scintillating performance in motor number 2. Bit of bad luck in motor number 1, but he can put it all behind him now and get flying. We've got the Joker lane, we've got plenty of excitement. Feature length moto here, 15 minutes plus a lap with the Joker lane available from lap 2 onwards. Here we go. Great start, Ryan King. He's into the stadium section right behind Mad Dog. Jared Hannon, another one, who's had a podium spot here today. He's going to be loving this as well. We've got plenty of excitement. James Scott with work to do. He's buried outside the top 6 at the moment, and also work for Flynn Watts as well. So just when you think you know what's going on, Neil, MX2 dishes up a bit more drama.
Absolutely sensational. Remember, of course, we haven't got the fastest lap up for grabs because that was decided without the use of the Joker lane, so only eligible for round 1 and round 2. This man to put his name on the debut Demon Damo Rees, fastest rider here at Summercross, and do it out of an MX2 class today really does give us an idea why this guy is one of the hot acts in New Zealand motocross. 4th fastest is selected for the New Zealand team for Motocross the Nations 2023, and the way he's going, he should be a real hard act to push out of the way to not be in our team for 2024. Rocking it on here at the moment, the mighty Maddock Dixon on the CML KTM SX250, chased along by Ryan King, still in that second place, going to Jared Hannon, who's been promoted up into 3rd, with Jack Coleman in there along with Cody Griffiths. Much better from Cody. That's a quality result from the Taupo man on that Craig Stevens motorcycle supported bike. So it's Cody Griffiths that gets up there for a top 5 placing in a moment. As we look further back in our field to James Scott in there at 6, go to Aaron Manning at 7, followed by Luke Heapy, Tyler Cooksley, and Richard Horn in 10th place on the only 125 in our MX field today. So we've got brother Jacan, who's been out there on a 450, but you've got Richard, who's doing it on a tiny little 125 in our MX2 class here today. Well done. As we see the big charge on here at the moment. Oh, and the Joker lane by Ryan. Good move, Ryan King. Second place, makes a turn, Joker lane already. He did it with the whole shot at the start of the moto. That is tactics number 1 for my money, because you just go and push her out of the traffic. You've gone, no, it's Jared, my apologies, Jared Hannon, Jared Hannon in that second place. Of course, we've got Ryan now, he's on the Honda, so my fault, my apologies. So Jared to do it. So Jared Hannon in there at the moment. So Jared Hannon is now your new race lead. Use that tactic early. I'm much more at home with doing it early like that. I think that's a good move, Brad.
Absolutely, these massive motos, there's plenty of entries in this class. So we talked about an MX3 just that race ago. Anything you can do to get yourself a bit of clear track is definitely advantageous here. So what a move, Jared Hannon. It was the mistake made by Maddock Dixon, who dropped into 3rd place. And now look at this little battle we got going on. We got Mad Dog and James Scott side by side on the racetrack for the 1-2 of Jared Hannon. Then you go back, it's Luke Heapy. Luke Heapy's the other one that took the Joker lane. He's sitting there in 2nd place, and he's had a great day with good pace all along here. So this is going to be exciting. We've got MX2 going off now. It is early stages. We've still got 10.5 minutes plus a lap remaining. And early stages show Jared Hannon has made a genius move. He's breaking the Joker lane earlier, now a massive amount of clear track around him. He can now manage his own race and ride nicely. It's up to the others to try and use it strategically. Good move, Jared Hannon. The Mr. Moto team has been on fire today.
Oh, that's a fantastic move, and that's why, see, notice nobody around him. There's nobody else to delay. He's not calling up on any back markers. He hasn't had to dice with anybody. He can set his own pace and push for what he wants. Is a good advantage out there. So great move. Over in the others. Here's one. Yes, 2, 1. Make it 2. 2 of those other top 5 are going to get up to join him. So here you see. These are all guys that have used the Joker lane. Here they are, all 3 of them. Let's look out for them. So there it is. Go to Jared Hannon, the fly racer. Out there at the moment, here to 4, Maddock Dixon. He's got up to 2nd place, and then go to Ryan King. Ryan did the right thing following Maddock. Absolutely perfect. If he wants to stay with him, he wants to learn from a champion like that, you got to stay with him on the same lap. So those 3 boys all now have used use the Joker Lane. Some of the other good riders are still a little further back, having not used it. But the opportunity to get out and make that break early, so well done. And that gave you an idea of the advantage that Jared had, because when he went past the mark, the other boys cut in, they were then behind him. So it proved that it was advantageous, because he's now actually moved up the field. You see, he was in second, and he's now got the lead. Yes, he had the lead, being the only rider in the Joker Lane, but now the two others are done, and he's still in the lead of that trio. So it's proved to be a real plus for Jared Hannon to take that Joker Lane on. So strategically, tactically, the right kind of move to make as he gets through the infield corners in dynamic style out there. So it is Jared Hannon up to fly along them with Matic Dixon and Brian King. They've used it. Going back to Luke Heafy and James Scott, and there along with Jack Coleman, Richard Horn, riders that have not used that Joker Lane. When's Richard Scott going to use it? Is he going to go out there this time? We'll watch for it, because those other boys getting a clear run down the back straight. Where's James? Where's James? Here he is, up through the centre field here at the moment. So a bit of work to do, and watch what these boys have got. Have they got enough? Let's keep it on. I reckon they're right. I reckon they're right, even if James is to use it. I don't think he'll get past them. That's a clear run for the track to the lead. So well done. Here they are, coming out of the club room's turn. 1, 2, 3. They're on fire here at the moment. See the other boys, nowhere near it, nowhere near it. They could cut in now. Would they do it? No, one is James. Yes, he's there, and he's going to get into third, going to move into third place. Ryan will be back to fourth. So there we go. What a tactical move. That was sensational. James Scott, ladies and gentlemen, is now into third place. Used the Joker Lane. I would never used it any later than he's just done. Arguably, it's to say whether he should have used it earlier on. But there he is now into third place, so some good work to do. But Jared Hannon, out of that awesome team, Mr. Motorcycles, is on fire here, Brad. That is a great move.
Oh, absolutely. He's streaking away. He's untouchable. He was quicker than Matic on that last lap around. He is managing this race beautifully. James Scott now is 5.6 seconds off that second place finish. So he's got a bit of work to do. Ryan King in the top 4. He's used the Joker Lane as well. Luke Heafy, you've got to go back to 5th place with Luke Heafy. Then 6th place, Jack Coleman, the first of our competitors that has not used the Joker Lane, as has not Flynn Watts. So you've still got Jack Coleman and Flynn Watts. They haven't used the Joker Lane, so potentially a bit more excitement yet to come. Flynn Watts has been absolutely electric here today, and he is sitting in 7th place with the Joker Lane up his sleeve. I think we're still in for a bit more excitement here. 7.5 minutes remaining, exactly halfway through the final Mx2 encounter. It's advantage James Scott in the overall standings here with a couple of race wins, with a race win and a 2nd place so far. Matic Dixon's had that bad luck in race number 1. He is now charging hard to try and make it 2 race wins and a bit of bad luck. Jared Hannon is the one they're all trying to catch, but let's keep an eye on the likes of Flynn Watts. Had a horror start, he was back in the pack, but he has still got the Joker Lane up his sleeve. Our top 4 fly through the stadium section. This is absolutely scintillating pace they're bringing in here. We've still got Youth MX after this. We've still got MX1. We've got so much excitement right now. Jared Hannon, Matic Dixon, what a showdown we got here. James Scott's down the road in 3rd place as well, so this is breathtaking. As here's Flynn Watts. He is not going to take the Joker Lane, so he'll carry on his lap here. But you'd have to think it's going to be one of these two out the front, Neil. These two KTM pilots absolutely on fire here in MX2.
No, absolutely brilliant, of course, and our superstar for my money of Flynn Watts didn't have a perfect start as he'd received in the earlier motos, plus the fact that he's waiting late in the option for using that Joker Lane, so we're going to find out what he's capable of doing in this race. The Underwood and Wilkins aboard at MX2 Moto Magic of today, the final race for all of our classes. This now is race number 4 of our 6 for the final round, so effectively only 2 motos to go after this. As time builds now at 9 minutes to 4, so expected finish at probably around about 4:30 or maybe a streak after that. So stay with us, everybody, for some climatic Mighty Motocross coming at you with the Underwood and Wilkins MX2 charge on here, and looking out across towards where our other riders are, and just keeping up with who may have made the pounce and who's got the advantage. Looking at all those riders, Jared, Matic, James, Ryan, Luke, Flynn. Flynn is up there. Flynn's moved up, so he's taken it. Richard Horn, he's gone up as well, so too for Alex Garland. So a few of them to have taken on the Joker Lane in that last lap, so looking out for the others, and take a bow to Alex Garland, man oh man, the Alpine star KTM flyer, putting in some magic motor at the moment, and just loving what he's been able to do on a bike not written in your program. Pretty sure he'll only be on his beloved 125 but one of the true up-and-coming stars, formerly out of Hawke's Bay, now all the way from beautiful Queenstown, making the big trip to Summercross to check out his excellence of motocross. Bring it on, 199 in Alex Garland.
All right, here we go. Taking another lap. It's still with Jared Hannon. He is absolutely spectacular here at the moment. The gap is still 2.5 seconds, so he's actually stretched it out just that ever so much. So Jared Hannon, the man to beat here at the moment. James Scott in third place with that consistent performance. He's looking odds on for the overall here. Here is Ryan King in fourth place. We've got Flynn Watts right behind Luke Heafy, so Luke's still in fifth. Your top five all use the Joker lane. Flynn Watts has not used the Joker lane yet, so we'll keep an eye on him with plenty of excitement. So sixth place, Flynn Watts, and still that Joker lane up his sleeve. We've got the likes of Richard Horn leading the best of the rest coming through after that. So absolutely electric top five at the moment. We've got Flynn Watts. What's he got up his sleeve? Has he got something to challenge that podium fight? We're going to wait and see in this exciting 4 minutes plus a lap remaining. Not much time left in our Underwood and Wilkins MX2 feature race.
Well, the other thing what we've got, of course, Brad, is with those that have used the Joker lane, they've stolen all those best laps. We don't know the comparison of how quick he's going. Has he been faster of those that have been using the full lap? So we don't know at what point he's going to pounce and what point he may get the advantage on using that Joker lane late in the race. I've generally thought that using it late in the race has been a disadvantage, but maybe he can prove us wrong. We'd love to see him do the bounce back in there. So keen to look out for the number 22, the high-flying Flynn Watts out of Te Puke on that team Mr. Moto, Yamaha Blue Crew, Mr. Motorcycles, White's Power Sport, Bridgestone, Shoei Fly, Yamalube, Guts and Bear Unique to be on our program. So going for gold at the moment. So let's look out, looks out. He's easy to pick up. He's on the blue bike and the all white, the big 22 on the back of his shirt, love his style, love his gear. He's going to be a commentator's dream to pick up with his racing this coming summer. So looking out for the fast and flying 22 for Flynn Watts to do it. But at the moment, it's those other boys onto it, and still not the white flag. So race leader over number 1. There he goes, 999, chased along by the number 4. As we look for the others coming up and over, like 108 James Scott. Here we are. And yeah, he's there. He's dropped straight into it. And right there with Ryan King at the moment. I think that he was further back behind Ryan. Ryan got the whole shot. So that gives you an idea. So Flynn Watts coming right in there at the moment. Didn't quite have that place. He's probably proved on his talent that he's got the ability to get past Ryan, but getting past and trying to do so are another two different things. Speaking about Ryan, brother Curtis, unfortunately a little bit of a hiccup for him. He's back a little bit in the motor at the moment. So we've got Luke Heafy in there for ninth, go to Tyler Cooksley, Richard Horn in 8th, 9th for Alex Garland we'll be talking about, and 10th place for Cody Griffiths. What a super top 10 in here, Brad.
Oh, this is going to be brilliant. So Flynn Watts does use the Joker lane, gets himself right into 5th place, but hasn't found it easy to get around Ryan King, so you'd have to think strategically maybe not the right time to use that Joker lane. He's ended up right behind Ryan King and is struggling to get Flynn Shaken, dives up the inside of the spiral. What a move, Flynn Watts. Now he's in 4th place. Can he have enough time to chase down the Blue Crew teammate James Scott just up the road there? Unbelievable show at the front as Maddox Dixon challenging for the lead into the stadium section. Jared Hannon hanging on for dear life. There's not much in that one. The battle for the podium is with James Scott at the moment. There's action all over this racetrack. 1.5 minutes remaining and Jared Hannon's hanging on by the seat of his pants. This is going to be a thrilling final couple of laps here with less than 1.5 minutes left. This is going to be 2 laps to go. Can Jared Hannon hang on? And the Mr. Moto team will be desperate to try and maximise this. Maddox Dixon is charging hard. This is going to be a thriller, Neil. Unbelievable MX2 racing.
Well, there we go. Looking for Maddox on the inside. I think he's got the advantage. He used the power boom. He got through there. He had a lovely line. Got the power down and he's got it. I think he's got it. Can he do it? He might overshoot this next corner if he goes too fast into it. No, he's got it under control and got it back on attack. So there you are. The number 4, Maddox Dixon back to lead. The fastest man here today. The hero of the day. Let alone the fact that he's been smoking it, stoking it and winning it and shooting it in MX2 racing. He's been faster than anybody in the MX1 class today. Your hero of the lineup on the CML KTM. He's the lone wolf as far as the CML team. The team weren't able to be here and he still wanted to ride, so it was a matter of, well, you're on your own. You've got it all to do out there. You look after yourself, look after the bike because the team can't be there to back you up. But he wanted to be here. It's his home province. He lives just up the road in Tauranga after all. And he's come here with one amazing aptitude and attitude today to say, hey, I know I can do it. It's not to say I don't need a team. Of course you need a team. But, hey, when it comes to it, I can still do it. And man, what a day he's had. Standout hero of the day for my money, Mr. Maddox Dixon. An electrifying form as he goes through the front and streaking down that back again, pulling out what is now looks like about 20 or maybe even 30 bike lengths on the competition. He overtook only a lap ago. So bring it on with Matic Dixon in scintillating form as he lowers it round through that burn back corner. Beautiful watch, almost doing the Jeff Emig, laying his handlebar on the ground as he drives through that corner. Spectacular with a capital S. So here we go. And looking for the white flag. White flag out here by Phil Extraordinaire, Mr. Signage. And here we are with the white flag to come out. And 1 lap to go. Yes, it is. 4 to go past. Matic Dixon in first place. Second now with the 999, earlier race leader, and Jared Hannon hanging there for a superb second place. Looking back here to the third now, and we've got the KTM double and the Yamaha double. Here we are now with the Yamaha double, and James Scott under threat from the 22, the 22, and there he goes. Flynn Watts looking to put in an exciting final lap at the moment. Back to 110, Honda Hotshot and Ryan King doing an amazing ride as we look back then to 41 and Luke Heafy. Stand out for young Luke. What a moto from that young man. So there are your top riders in the Underwood and Wilkins MX2 class. Brad, what changes? I believe now that Matic's gone past Jared, that's foregone. But can Flynn Watts come back? Could he beat the star-studded Yamaha man James Scott? Could he?
Oh, this is going to be unbelievable. Let's ride alongside our top competitors as we half a lap now away from the end of this one here. Matic Dixon, unfortunate circumstance. They had about 3 crashes in 1 lap in race number 1. Had to settle for about a top 7 result. So with these Summercross points, that's absolutely brutal to finish down there. He's come back and won race 2, and with that being the fastest man on this racetrack tonight, comes out here, has to work hard for it. Jared Hannon has pushed him right to the very end, but with 2 laps to go, Matic Dixon has pulled the trigger, and now he is on Dream Street at the moment into the stadium section. The CML KTM team will be absolutely loving this as Matic Dixon squares up this final double section into the wall jump. This has been an absolutely spectacular day at the office for Mad Dog. Come out here, he's dealt with adversity in moto number 1, he's won race number 2, and he's put on a clinic for the fans here. This is going to feel pretty good in the final corner of the number 4. He has made a real statement in MX2 racing, and Matic Dixon takes race 3 win. Absolutely brilliant. Jared Hannon has a fantastic day at the office. 2 trips to the podium in the Mr. Motorcycles race team. Absolutely love it. Here is the battle for the podium. Flynn Watts, James Scott, absolutely on here. James Scott goes high, and unfortunately, Flynn comes together with someone else. No change to the order. James Scott comes home in 3rd. Flynn Watts comes home in 4th. Unbelievable racing, and Flynn Watts, I tell you, although he didn't quite get the better of James on that one there, he'll have a lot of positives to take away in this Mr. Moto race team.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Think of the fact that we have, of course, CML race team with our man in the front, Matic. So Matic is a race team, James Scott is a race team, but so many others that have risen today, and including, of course, the number 22, Flynn Watts, has not been part of the race team, and I could not believe that he wasn't going to be picked up this year. And his exceptional talent. Of course, we go back to Bell Helmet Dirt Sprints at MX Fest over a number of years, and when that first event started, he won the original junior event on an 85cc bike when he was up against 125 and 250s. Won't ever forget that. In fact, he won the junior class 2 years in a row. He was absolutely awesome. And when you've got a kid that can be on an 85 and outride 125s and 250Fs, you know you've got exceptional talent on your hands. So a great result for Flynn Watts, and now that we've finally seen him up to big 4-stroke action with some consistency, out of injuries, ready to race in New Zealand, this kid is going places. So what a hot act, and neat to see the underdog come through. Bring it on, superstar Mr. Flynn Watts, having an awesome day today. So there you go, Matic Dixon, Jared Hannon, James Scott, Flynn Watts, Ryan King, well done for the 4th, Luke Heafy, for the 5th, Luke Heafy for the 6th, followed by Tyler Cooksley, Cody Griffiths, go to Alex Garland in there for a fantastic finale, the 199 finishing up in 9th place, 10th for Richard Horn, 11th Jaden McKenzie, and in 12th place Aaron Manning.